Hello everyone, welcome back to MGF 1131. So in this video we will start the first lecture. We cover section 8.1, and in this section 8.1 we're going to talk about a very basic concept, the concept of percentage. And I have to say that this concept many of you have been very familiar with it because in MGF 1100 many of you already covered that, and in some basic algebra we already covered that also. However, in the section 8.1, other than just cover the basic thing, we're going to learn how to use the concept of percentage to calculate the percentage of the tax, to calculate the tax amount. And this section is like a background for you to understand the new the section 8.2. We're going to use the percentage in order to calculate the income tax, and anything about tax, anything related to the percentage. And we try to do as many example as possible. On average, we will give you about like 3 or 4 different example, and all of them is the word problem. As I already told you, MGF 1130 or MGF 1131, you're gonna cover a lot of word problem. Okay, so let's get started. Section 8.1. Okay, I'm gonna put a topic here. Section 8.1, percentage. So what is percentage mean? What does it mean? What is percentage? Section. I'm sorry. Section. I already have a wrong spelling over here. Section. Okay, percentage come from the word percentum. Okay, so it come from the word percentum, and percentum it means out of 100. Okay, so look like you have a whole piece and you divide a piece, that big large piece, into 100 pieces, and you get some part out of 100. So that's what it means. It means percentage. Okay, so it mean out of 100, and the notation for percentage is this one. You've seen this symbol many times already. This is like you have a whole circle, right? You have a whole circle, and you divide this circle into 100 equal wedges, and you're gonna take one piece out of 100 piece. Okay, let's say you're gonna take this piece right over here. So this is 1 out of 100. Okay, so mean 1 out of 100. Okay, 1 out of 100, and it mean this mean 1%. Or you can write 1 out of 100 as a ratio, as 1 divided by 100. So percentage is like a division. Okay, it's like division. It's like divide by 100. Okay, 3% means 3 divided by 100. 5% means 5 divided by 100. Okay, something like that. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the first example. In this section 8.1, we also talk about the percentage of increase and decrease percentage. When you do example, you will see, and we calculate the tax percentage, and it's also in the example. Okay, so in the first example, we're going to cover some very basic thing. We want to convert a fraction to percentage. For example, you have 68, 60. For example, let's go ahead and pick the easy number. For example, you have 11 over 20. Okay, and you want to convert it to percent. Very easy. You take 11, you divide by 100. So you just do a quick calculation here. 11 divided by 100, which is give you, I'm sorry, 11 divided by 20, sorry, which is 0.55. Okay, and in order to convert to percentage, you just move decimal point to the right hand side. Okay, you move it 2 decimal place to the right hand side, which is to give you 55%. Okay, that's how you can convert it to percentage. Or let's say you have 15 over 16, and you use calculator, you take 15 divided by 16, so it give you 0.9375. So you're gonna move the decimal point over here to the right 2 decimal place, which is give you 93.75%. Okay, that's how you convert to percentage. And in order to convert to decimal place, it's very easy. You just take the number divide by the numerator divided by the denominator. You have the decimal place. Okay. Now we're gonna learn how to understand the concept by doing a word problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the word problem here. I have some word problem with me. Let's see, I can go ahead and shoot it to the screen here as the example number 2. I'm gonna put over here example number 2. Over here, let's see, I can pull it over here. Or look like I cannot pull it. Let's see, I can copy it. Copy, save, copy, and let's see, I can put it over here now. We're gonna have big problem here because I cannot copy. I cannot move it. Let's see what we're gonna do now. So I don't want to set a picture. Yes, I can, but I want to copy right away. I cannot even move it. Let's see. So sure we can. Image. Yeah, this is not. This is there. Let's see. I don't know. Save a picture. Desktop. I'm gonna put picture 1. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. I can. I thought I could go ahead and shoot it right away. Picture number 1. Where the picture number 1 at? Right here. Okay. I'm sorry. That's my baby. Okay. Let's work on this problem together. Okay. So according to U.S. Department of Agriculture in the United States, produce about 256 million bushel of apple. Of this apple, 155. I'm sorry, this is annoying. I need to put that away. Okay. Of these apple, 155 million bushel were produced in Washington, 31 produced in New York, 12 produced in California, Pennsylvania, 58 produced in other states. Determine the percent of apple in each follow. Okay, so it's very easy. So the total is 256. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just do a division. Okay. So the total 256. So we calculate the percentage to the nearest percentage. 155 in Washington. So we do 155 divided by 256. This is for Washington. Okay, which is give you 256. Give you 0.6054 6, which is about 60.55%. Okay. Okay. And we continue with New York. So in New York we have 31. We have 31 divided by 256. Okay. Which is give you 1221, which is 09, which is 12.109 11%. Okay. Okay, and we continue with the rest of them. So you can go ahead and do 58 in the other state and 12 in Pennsylvania. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing, and you're gonna get the same kind of decimal number here, and you move decimal place to the right, to decimal place, then you get a percentage. Okay, so that's how you do, how you can calculate the percentage problem. But other than that, we have something else. Let's see. Example number 3. It's very bad that I cannot move right away. Yeah. Let's see. I can do something like this. I can. Let's see. I can do something like this. No, it doesn't work because it requires picture. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, so it looks like that we have to save as picture in before we can do anything. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it takes time. But we get there. See that? Okay, let's do this one. So we have in 2018, we have Major League Baseball team with the most improved record for winning game was the Oakland Athletics. In 2017, they won 75 game. In 2018, they won 97 game. Determine percent increase. Okay. Okay, so how we gonna determine the percent increase? Very easy. First of all, we need to calculate the increase. So it go from 97, from 75 to 97. So it jump, right? So in order to calculate the increase, you take 97, you subtract by 75, which is give you 15. Okay. Then you take the 15, you divide by the original one, which is from jump from 75. Okay, then you multiply by 100%. Okay, and they give you the percent increase. So 15 divided by 75, multiply by 100. 15 divided by 75 is 0.2. 0.2 multiplied by 100%, which is give you 20%, right? Because you move 2 decimal place, you need 20%. So it means a 20% increase. Okay. Alright, good. Example number 4. This is not really that bad, right? And of course, we will learn how to calculate the tax also. But let's do another one. Let's see. We have this one right here. Copy picture. Kind of inconvenient, but that's all we have to do. So I'm gonna put here 2. Okay. So I'll shoot it over here. Alright. So over here for this problem is it's a decrease because you see that February in 99, but on March it go to 97. So the percent decrease, and you will see that little big difference when you calculate it, because you always take the final and you subtract by the initial, which is the final is 97.13. You subtract by the initial is 99. You see, in the previous problem, the final is 97, but over here 97.13 subtract by 99.55. 99.55 give you negative value. 97 give you a negative value, and this negative value here, it indicates that we have the percent decrease. You divide by the initial one. Initial one is 99.55, and you multiply by 100. Okay, then you multiply by 100, which is give you negative 2.43%. And again, the negative show you that indicate that it's the percent decrease. Okay, it's not increase. If it increase, then the positive. But it's decrease, then it will be negative. Okay, example number 5. Okay, in the example number 5, we're gonna have a different scenario. Let's see. Let's see what we have. And every time I have to save it, it's kind of annoying, but I don't have any other option. Okay. In example number 5, what we have over here, so we have percent markup, so kind of different scenario, but the same concept. So you see that the price it starts from 47.76, then they sell them at 79. So they regularly sell at 79. At the sale, they sell them at 69. Determine the percent on the regular price. The regular price is this one. So let's start over here. They jump over here. So look like the increase, right? The increase, and turn out to be positive for part A. I believe so. Must be. Okay. So you're gonna have 79 minus 79.88 minus 48.76 divided by 48.76. Then you multiply by 100%, and you put it into the calculator, which is give you around 63.8%. Okay. And same thing for part B, but part B right now is also increasing. Okay, but on sale price, so we're gonna attack a 69.99. You subtract by 48.76. You divide by 48.76. Then you multiply by 100. Then I give you 43.5%. Okay, so that's how you calculate it for the sale price. The percentage increased. We don't have decrease this case, but you see that the concept is kind of the same. But in the example number 6 here, okay, we're gonna learn how to calculate the percent sales tax. Okay, and I have the problem like this. I don't have the problem, so I have to write them down. Suppose that a local sale tax rate is 7.5%, and you purchase a bicycle for oh, I have a error again. Bicycle for $894 for $894. Okay. Part A. How much tax is paid? You know, this is a very application problem, right? You see that you did it many times. Every time you go shopping, right? And you gotta pay tax. Okay, and you want to calculate the tax and how many percent on the total amount you had to pay. Okay, and what is the bicycle total cost? So after you calculate the tax you had to pay, you add them up with the original, then to give you the total price you had to pay. Paste the bicycle total cost. Okay, very easy problem there. Okay. And so this 7.5% of 894 is 7.5% for this product. So you're gonna take 7.5%. You multiply by that 894. So you know 7.5%. You take 7.5 divided by 100. You put it into the calculator, give you this. Then you multiply by 894. They give you the total tax you had to pay. 894 you 10075. They give you around $67.5. Okay, that's the amount of tax you had to pay. Then the total cost, you're gonna take 67.5. You add it up to 894. You see, it's very expensive for just a bicycle, huh? But it is the problem, you know. It does not reflect the reality. I don't know how much for the bicycle. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one for my kid. But I don't know. Is it a $961 for just a small bicycle? I don't think so. It's just the problem is just an exaggeration nowadays. It's not reflect the reality at all. But who knows? In the next couple of years, probably the bicycle is that much. Um, yeah. So that's how you calculate it. So all you have to do, the operation you have to do here is multiplication. So you want to calculate the percentage on a certain merchandise or certain product. You're gonna just go ahead and multiply by the cost of that product. Okay, and make sure you gotta convert it to the percentage first. So 7.5%. You take convert to decimal, you get 0.0075, and you multiply by that to give you that, and you add them up, give you the total. Okay. All right. That's all for the first section. It should be simple and nothing hard yet. Of course, later you could say something different, but the first section should be fine. Huh? If you have any question, please let me know. This is the end of the first video, and I'll be seeing you next time.